About supporting businesses, it's about strengthening connections and keeping your community vibrant. Town Square Media South Jersey is proud to shine a spotlight on local businesses that make our area special.
Shore Medical Center, healthcare at its best. Apex East Roofing, get a price on your roof in 30 seconds at apexeastroofing.com. The original Piccalilli Inn, visit them on Facebook or at piccalilli.com for their pick specials. Nobody beats the Piccalilli, Route 206 in Chemung. Philly Marble and Tile Outlet, Philadelphia Avenue and Route 30th, Egg Harbor Township. Visit phillymarble.com. Ambient Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning Professionals. When comfort matters, visit ambientcomfortnj.com.
Thank you for supporting your local businesses from Town Square Media, South Jersey.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
The following program is paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schweim. The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
To the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schweim and my locker room youth movement producer and Nick Earnshaw, the intern Andrew Leeds, and we got a gigantic show lined up today. And let me welcome in Nick Earnshaw.
Oh, good morning, Schweiner. And guess what? I have a bone to pick with Johnny Greiner.
Johnny Greiner?
Putting you on coffee was a massive mistake.
Andrew Leeds, good morning to you.
Good morning, Schweiner.
So here's what happened. So I was complaining to Greiner down there at Burger Realty because, of course, we rent from Johnny Greiner. And Burger Realty, got to go down there and check him out. But I said, Johnny, man, I can't stop eating. I'm putting a lot of weight on it. He told me he lost all this weight. I said, how'd you do it? He said he started drinking coffee. Now, I don't drink coffee because, to take a line from our very own Dave Klemick, I'm caffeinated and activated.
Oh, you're activated.
Oh, I'm activated. I drank a 20-ouncer today, and I'm flying off the walls.
You know, it's funny because I knew this because he went right by me on the expressway in the Teos
So, Leeds, I call up, and he
called me 4 times on the same trip.
What do you mean I talked to Leeds twice?
Yeah, I got a call as well.
I talked to Klemick. I think I dialed about 15 people on the way down.
Just had to keep that mouth moving, I guess.
This is already a high-energy show. I don't know how we're going to get this. The whole show is just going to be off the rails. I have no words.
We got a gigantic show lined up today. So I have a lot of great giveaway items today. You got to tune in to win. We'll give you the specifics, but I want to thank Dr. Dominic Mariani from Pennsauken Spine and Rehab donated 4 tickets to giveaway today.
How about that?
That's on the wheel. We're gonna spin. We're gonna spin a wheel today, Earnshaw.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait.
And then I got $100 of Playland tickets, Leedsy, to give away. That's also on the wheel.
Yeah, who doesn't love going to Playland? It's about to be summertime. Couldn't ask for a better prize than that.
You can't beat that, Leedsy.
No, you can't. You got a lot of great prizes on that wheel. I mean, that's not all.
And then I got a lot of great prizes from Pro Image Sports right on the boardwalk in Ocean City from Johnny Maria. Ready for this? I got wait till you hear some of these prizes, fellas. I've got a Phillies satin jacket, a Phillies jersey, all right, a Phillies hat. I got Phillies tickets from Pennsauken Spine and Rehab, Phillies hoodie, a Phillies prize pack, a Phillies Connect jersey, $100 worth of Playland tickets, and a Phillies T-shirt. It's all there.
It's all there.
Pro Image Sports on the boardwalk in Ocean City, Johnny DiMaria. We got Playland tickets. Scott Simpson and Playland and Brian, the guru. And then Dr. Dom, Pennsauken Spine and Rehab.
Well, Billy, tell them how they can win today.
No, you tell them, Nick.
You want me to tell them?
Yeah, you tell them, Nick.
I'll tell them. All right. So our question, text sport of the day, 609-403-0973. What specific player would you like to see the Phillies trade for? Best 2 answers. By the end of the show, we're going to spin the wheel for your chance to win a prize off of that wheel that Billy just mentioned.
You got to send your name and your shirt size in case you win the shirt, jerseys or shirts. Name, shirt size to the text board. Answer the question, Leedsy. The Phillies, I asked you to look up the bullpen because there's a lot. They lost Alvarado, and their bullpen is horrible. They've blown 10 saves this year. They're 12th in the National League. Their ERA is 4.58. Leedsy, their bullpen stinks.
No, I mean, it's by far been the biggest weakness of this team through the first few months of the season, I would say. I mean, the starting pitching has been overall very solid. Obviously, a couple rough outings from Nola. Wheeler didn't have his best night the other night. But yeah, this bullpen has just
Walker
struggled
didn't really
to
look that great last night. He
No.
only threw 89 pitches, but he surrendered 4 runs.
Exactly.
You know,
this bullpen has just struggled to find its footing and stay consistent.
Yeah,
ultimately.
Kirkring comes in the other day, and comes in and they score run. You know, he had obviously inherited runners on the base, but still, you know what I mean. We need him to shut people down.
There's a lot of good answers out there, so text us in. What specific player would you like to see the Phillies trade for? Best 2 answers. Get a chance to spin the wheel today.
609-403-0973 is the text board number. What player should the Phillies trade for? Now, there are a few names out there, potential trade targets. This guy,
don't give some away.
Well, yeah,
don't give some away.
609-403
names out there.
It's killing me because, Nicky, we all, how about that, Leeds? You were at the game Thursday night.
Yeah, I happened to be there. I didn't see you guys were there until a bit too
Mr.
late.
Negadelphia gave Nicky a bunch of tickets in a suite.
Clement.
Oh, wow.
Clement M.
Living large. Nicky nosebleeds.
Yeah, not anymore, man. He's he'll the high society.
I moved up.
He's moving on.
No, actually, I moved down.
Jefferson.
Actually, I moved down.
Moving on down. And then I was there. My granddaughter, or excuse me, my 2 daughters, Andrea and Eliza Grace, and my 3 grandsons were at the ball game with me, and we sat in section 102, courtesy of Dr. Dominic Mariani, 4 seats, second row in right center field, man. My daughter got a baseball. Eliza
awesome.
Grace.
Unbelievable. Of course she did. Of course AG
I mean,
did.
she's a star.
She just wins. She just wins.
She said, throw it to me. And the bullpen catcher for the Phillies, I don't know who that is. He threw the ball, and a big kid jumped in front of her and caught the ball. And the guy goes, no, that's for her. And he made him give her the ball.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
That's
right?
awesome.
609-403-0973. We got a lot of great prizes to give away today. And next week, Nick Earnshaw.
Yes.
I am so excited about this. We are going to be down at Wildwood Beach. So next week, June 7th, it is finally here. The Beach Football League tryouts. We're going to be down there at Wildwood Beach on June 7th. You know that you can win $1,000 in cash, Nick?
Wow, I did not know that. How about that?
You know who's going to be there? Deshaun Jackson, Denver Broncos Super Bowl champion and former Eagle Malik Jackson, Miami Hurricanes Hall of Famer and NFL Rookie of the Year Clinton Portis, and, of course, 2-time Super Bowl champion Tully Banta-Kane. And they're going to have adult beverages, music. We're all going to go back to the point for an after party.
Oh
my gosh, it's going to be a whole day event.
What a day. What a day. We're going to be broadcasting live 10 to 12. Then Schweiner, you and I think Clemic. I think Clemic's going to stick around.
Is he really?
We're going to be doing some commentary.
Wow, man. You're going to do play-by-play.
I'll handle
You know me with
play-by-play
last
duties.
names. I butcher last names.
Yeah, you'll be strictly color.
We'll add some color.
All of the color.
I'll just make sure I drink a cup of coffee. Like Reiner
great.
By the way, if you want to sign up individual or if you want to bring a team, go to beachfootballleague.com to sign up. Tully Banta-Kane, man, he's running I'll tell you what, I get calls from the people, emails from the people at Wildwood. Everybody's all pumped up for this, man.
This is going to be awesome. First time it's coming to Wildwood, coming to South Jersey. I can't wait,
By the way,
Schweiner.
Nick, if you register, like if you go on their website to register, you win 4-day unlimited ride pass.
For Maurice Pier.
Maurice Pier.
Can't beat that. Can't
man.
beat that.
609-403-0973. Who is the one player that the Phillies need?
Yeah.
Give us a name. Give us a scenario, whatever it may be. We want the 2 best. You'll have a chance to win some prizes.
It's a little unsettled out there, a little rainy, a little chilly. I figured people be in their car or at work. Perfect day to give away stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
Of course, want to thank Pro Image Sports, Johnny DeMaria, and Dr. Dominic Mariani at Pennsauken Spine and Rehab. Of course, Playland on the boardwalk in Ocean City, and I know the guys are in the parking lot later on today. We'll send them a shout out. And how about Johnny Griner, man? He hooked me up. He told me to drink coffee, so I'm going to give him 4 tickets today for today's.
Ah, look at you.
How about that?
You're just you get a ticket. You get a prize.
I'm like Santa Claus today.
You're like Oprah.
By the way, so we're sitting in right center field. And did you guys see Santa?
Yes,
I did.
I thought it was you.
No, pretty funny, Nick. I was sitting we were right next to Santa.
That's funny.
Yeah, he was looking like he was starved for attention, though.
He was trying. He was trying.
What are you doing
hard.
in May dressed as
Yeah,
Santa?
like I can see July 25th. Right? That's
like
6
people
months.
do that. I was working at the Eagles Stadium. People would do that like every week at the Eagles Stadium. When we had games, there would always be someone
It's a little
dressed as
colder,
Santa.
too.
At least that's the fall and the winter.
Right.
Come on, it's about to be summer.
But it doesn't correlate. It could be July 25th would be the 6 months to this Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas in July.
Right, Christmas in July, but not now.
He was trying way too hard.
All right,
Too hard.
Another topic we're going to touch on, and we're going to talk with Brian Baldinger from NFL Films, because you know what? Not only did he go to the Eagles OTA, he went to the Giants and he went to the Jets.
Oh, he was up and down the East Coast.
He's a hardworking man,
He is.
and I love Baldy's breakdowns.
They're the best.
Yeah.
I watch it all the time, man.
Such great content to just digest when especially if you don't really know the ins and outs of the games and you're trying to learn more. Baldy's breakdowns.
He's like a coach. If you're just a lay fan, like a layman fan, like a casual fan, you watch Baldy's breakdowns, you're going to get educated.
Absolutely.
100%.
No doubt about it. Are you guys ready to go?
I'm in my 3-point stance, Billy.
Getting that 3. We're caffeinated and activated today.
I know.
Dave Clemick, man. I can't wait to be on set with him next week.
It's going to be something.
All right, the first hour of the Locker Room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process. From contract signing to closing, from the shore to Center City, and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann & Associates, 609-263-7422, whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann & Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime, 609-263-7422. At the bottom of the second hour, we're going to have our Beach Patrol report, and this weekend we're going to talk with Kip Emig, the chief from the Brigantine Beach Patrol. So stick with us. We're going to have a lot of fun. Here we go. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and my Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Nick Earnshaw and the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
Y'all are saying biscuits aren't as good as bagels for breakfast sandwich? The biscuit is better.
Cece, no,
the biscuit is better.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Y'all are having the wrong. I don't know who making y'all biscuits. Y'all are all off. Like, if you got a biscuit as the vehicle for the breakfast sandwich, I'll take that 10 times out of 10 over a bagel.
What?
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Hey, Nick Earnshaw here. Is your driveway or parking lot cracked, faded, or just looking worn out? Give it new life with R.G. Lee & Sons Seal Coating. For over 14 years, they've been protecting driveways and parking lots with top-quality seal coating that lasts. Their expert team uses premium materials to seal, protect, and enhance your asphalt curb appeal and add years of durability. Don't wait for costly repairs. Call R.G. Lee & Sons Seal Coating at 609-513-4375 for your free estimate. R.G. Lee & Sons Seal Coating. Seal today to last tomorrow.
The peace lily is so last year. Hey, has anyone worked with fiddlenecks?
Shelby's popular flower shop is in full bloom.
We just got a request for an arrangement that evokes air. Who's up for that challenge? No?
She needs to hire a floral designer to nip foliage faux pas in the bud.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our advanced matching helps find talented candidates so you can connect with them fast. Redeem your $75 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Atlantic County is on the move, and the fare-free Route 5440 community shuttle will get you where you need to go. Work, medical appointments, family visits, shopping, and more. Every Monday through Friday, the Route 5440 community shuttle links residents to New Jersey Transit bus and rail service, with service between Hamilton and Richland, with stops in Collins Lake, Folsom, Newtonville, Landisville, and Minatola and Buda. For maps and schedules, visit driveless.com. That's driveless.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northville. Billy Schweim and my Locker Room Youth Movement producer Nick Earnshaw and the intern Andrew Leeds on a little rainy Saturday, but we got it heated up in here. We got great giveaway items, Nicky. We're going to be spinning the wheel.
We're going to be spinning the wheel. 609-403-0973 is how you jump in.
To qualify.
Yep, to qualify. We're going to pick the two best answers by the end of the show. Spin the wheel. You'll get a chance to win the prize. Our question of the day is, what specific player do you want the Phillies to trade for? 609-403-0973. Jump aboard. I mean, you get a chance to win a prize. Come on.
And we'll spin the wheel for some great prizes courtesy of Pro Image Sports up there on the boardwalk in Ocean City. Johnny DiMaria. And then, of course, Pennsauken Spine and Rehab donated 4 tickets. Great seats.
Unreal.
Talk about like a grand prize right there. 4 tickets.
Yeah, you can't beat that. And then we got Playland $100 worth of ride tickets.
Oh, you can't beat that.
609-403-0973.
We have one text in here. Jeff in Ocean City. We love Jeff. No brainer. Phillies need Devin Williams. Get him now. He plays for the New York Yankees. Back into the bullpen
Devin
guy.
Williams.
Yeah.
All right, look him up. What's his ERA?
I think he's struggling this year. He's got a 6.75.
It's
So
not
he's
going to
cheap.
cut it.
He's cheap.
Come on, Jeff.
He's cheap.
All right, well, yeah, but we need somebody that's effective because the Phillies bullpen, 4.58, that's not good.
No. Well, I think he was hurt. Was he hurt for a little bit? I believe.
I'll look into it as well.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Feel like he
All
might
right,
have
fellas,
missed some
a lot
time.
was made this week of on Tuesday, Bryce Harper got plunked by Strider up in the elbow, was surgically repaired. He had Tommy John on that elbow. Now, it wasn't hit in the exact spot.
Right above it.
X-rays were negative, but I want the youth movements. I want you guys, your opinions on how that should be handled, because I am a proponent of retribution. Now, you guys, you young cats, No, the game. You
Leeds,
got
I'll let
to
you
send the
start.
message that we're not going to take this stuff.
Look,
Leeds, I'll let you start.
I do understand how in certain situations. That was crazy. In certain situations.
That's not me. That's real.
Yeah,
I think
was
you were
not
like a
expecting.
rib shot.
That was like the most accurate meow sound effect I've ever heard a human make. But look, I do agree that retribution sometimes is needed. I mean,
It's early in the season, and Thursday night, Nick, would have been the perfect time. They were already getting their rear ends kicked.
What, 3 games
I
later?
just feel like in this situation, I get what you're saying, how Harper, it's happened way too often recently. But with the Braves, it clearly wasn't an intentional hit. Strider wasn't going to hit him.
That doesn't matter, though, Leedsy.
We're in the month of May. Like, if it's either intentional or say this is like an important game and they're, take out one of our best players, then I feel like
took out our best player. Our best player.
In May.
And you know what? Teams are taking liberty. Like you said, he's been hit often this year. Enough's enough.
I just don't know how throwing at the other team's going to actually resolve that.
I want to see a bench brawl, Nick.
Why? Why?
Because enough's enough.
All right. So I'm going to go at the boomers right here, okay? Because everyone wants them to retaliate and hit Harper. It's usually your generation, okay? You want to hit him, blah, blah, blah. But then on the other hand, you don't want to see players celebrate, and you don't like that aspect of the game. Okay, so you can't have it both ways, where you gotta be, we have to follow the unwritten rules of baseball, but you want to go plunk a guy and have a benching clearing brawl. Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. He did not try and hit him on purpose. Okay, so there's no reason to start anything when there's nothing there. He got hit. It happens. Harper's gotten hit throughout his career. So there's no reason to do it. No reason.
609-403-0973. What do the Phillies need? Who should they get to help them bolster, for the playoff run?
Yeah, let us know. 609-403-0973. Give us some good names.
We got a lot of great prizes spinning the wheel, man.
Yeah, and the thing with that question, there are a lot of directions you can go. I mean, most obvious is a bullpen arm is obviously the biggest issue we've all been hammering. Could try to find like a more solidified guy in the outfield,
Yeah, but I think people are talking about Rhys Hoskins, but I mean,
was gonna say,
he's batting like 288, I believe, and he's doing
had a
well,
good month of May.
Yeah, he did, and but I don't know, where would you put Rhys Hoskins?
I think the argument is because Bryce has said in the past that he would be willing to move back into the outfield if they acquired a star first baseman.
So if they got, just hypothetically, if they did get Rhys Hoskins, I mean, you still got Max Kepler, who really hasn't lived up to his expectations.
Well,
where do you put him?
Put him in center.
So you're gonna get rid of
Rojas.
Marsh and Rojas?
I mean, what have they done? I mean, Rojas has really fallen off a cliff.
Well, your boy Marsh is 211. I mean,
Marsh ain't my boy.
He needs to do something like Bryce Harper. I think didn't he shave his head, getting into like a radical haircut, and all of a sudden the fortunes of his batting average turned around,
and then he got plunked.
And then that's not his fault. And then
I know it's not his fault.
And then we should have plunked somebody back, but they could pay for it.
Why?
Man, you guys got to stick up for your teammates.
I understand, but he's not trying to hit him.
Nick, you can't say you don't understand.
Strider's not trying to hit him there.
Doesn't matter whether it's intentional or not. It happened.
What's the point? What is that going to solve? You're trying to win a baseball game here, not fight. Oh, jeez. If it was intentional, then I'm saying, all right, you plunked the guy.
I'm old school, man.
But that wasn't intentional. There
Or,
was no indication it was intentional.
Sports, especially ice hockey. Let's just take ice hockey as an example. It's a game of intimidation. It really is. You know what Talk used to tell me? You get a lot of space out there the meaner you play. Nobody wants to get near you. Well, same theory applies in baseball. If somebody's plunking your star player, eventually you're going to have to do something to reply to that.
I feel like it's more of a situation where, again, like if it was the Braves who had plunked Harper multiple times in a row, at that point, that's when I say you step in and retaliate. But like ultimately, these are different teams, different pitchers. Like these just all happen. It seems more like coincidence than any type of intention, and that's where I just don't see what it's going to solve. I just don't see what it solves in this situation.
What are you going to do?
609-403-0973. I got great prizes to give away, Nick.
And I got a couple of texts coming in.
609-403-0973. I have a wheel that's got great prizes. It's like the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
All right, so Mike chimes in. He says, easy answers, Mason Miller or Scott Barlow.
Mason Miller, didn't they try to get him like when they were out in
Sacramento? Try and get him again.
And by the way, everybody knows, like the whole league knows that Alvarado is like the Phillies need a left-handed arm in the bullpen, or at least somebody to solidify the bullpen.
Yeah,
they all know it, so they're gonna ask for a lot more.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, got a couple more texts. Robbie from Little Egg Harbor. He says, I would trade for 2 players. Finnegan from Washington for the closer. Then in the field, I would trade for Crow Armstrong from the Chicago Cubs.
Who's that from where? Who's
Robbie in Little Egg Harbor.
Ooh, put an asterisk next to that one. Hey, guess what? Would you
write that down,
All right,
Leeds?
Leeds, write that down. Would you trade within the division? Would they do that? Would the Nationals do that?
They would. Yeah, if you give them the right price.
Who would you dangle, Nick?
Mick Abel, Justin Crawford.
How about Suarez? He's gonna be a free agent at the end of the year.
I've brought up multiple times to trade Suarez. I brought up before the season that they should trade Suarez, but if you can get rid of a couple prospects and you have Ranger in your arsenal for the postseason, I wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah, but when's the last time he finished the whole season?
I know, it's true. But they could trade him. He's a piece, but you have plenty of prospects that are close.
609-403-0973. We got a great giveaway, couple giveaways today.
Yeah.
Four tickets to the Phillies game, courtesy of Pennsauken Spine and Rehab. Pro Image Sports on the boardwalk in Ocean City. Johnny Maria. We got a Phillies satin jacket. We've got a Phillies Connect jersey. We've got a Phillies prize pack, T-shirt, hoodie.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I have Cole chime in. He's not for the contest, but he added to our conversation about throwing at the batter.
Okay.
Screw throwing at the batter. The on deck guy should have said something to Strider, and if Strider said something back, they can settle it then. Don't need to let it linger games later. Cole from LBI. I agree. I totally agree with Cole. Totally agree. There's no point.
The game has changed.
It's
There's no question. It is. That's right. All the more reason. May. Nothing. I mean, come on. It's still so early in the season. Yeah, now's the time to do it. Not later on when you. First of all, we're one game ahead of the Mets. So right now, that means nothing because it's so early in the season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can if you're one game ahead of the Mets in like September, then you can't do it because every game matters.
What's the point of doing it? Seriously, what's the point?
Did you miss what I just said?
There's no point. They did not try and hit him on purpose. Guys get hit all the time.
Just like
this happened to be the Phillies' best player.
Just like Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, I went to the Ocean City Cherry Hill West game, and we sat with Milt Thompson. Tommy Green's good buddy, Milt Thompson, and we're hanging out, and we got an argument because one of the guys went up to catch a ball with one hand and it popped out. He said, "You got to use two hands." And so Milt was saying, absolutely, he was agreeing. You got to, and there was a Sully from Glory Days said, "Nah, just one hand's good enough." Yeah, well, it wasn't because he dropped the ball.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
mean,
old
two
school
hands
says two hands.
Two hands it's just safer. I like one hand. It's just what's the point? You're making it more difficult for no reason.
Fundamentals, baby. 609-403-0973. Who should the Phillies get to bolster their playoff run?
Give us a name.
609-403-0973 to qualify for the wheel spin. Got some great prizes. Now, on the other side, the Eagles are in OTAs, Nick.
Yes, they are.
And Baldy from NFL Network is going to join us on the other side to give us, because we got to talk Eagles football.
We have to.
And what's his Bryce Huff? He took off.
To the 49ers for a mid-round pick.
Trade's not official yet because they got to wait for the money to work out. But yeah.
All right, so we'll talk with Baldy on the other side. The first out of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House in Brigantine. We love it there. The food is phenomenal, but the atmosphere is even better. It opened 2 summers ago to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian-American and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their daily specials and their famous pizza. They're eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat When we return, we'll talk with Brian Baldinger. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and my Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Nick Earnshaw and the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Coming up on Monday's show, we're taking a look back at the Phillies weekend against the Brewers. Mike McGarry takes a look back at the weekend that was. Football at 4 with Jeff Mosher. We'll take a look at what the Eagles will do now with Bryce Huff traded, plus Knicks Nuggets and more. It's all coming up on a big Monday show on the Sports Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein from The Locker Room. Pro Image Sports is proud to announce the opening of their brand new Ocean City Boardwalk store, located between 8th and 9th Street. They carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, and novelties for brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite national team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC. Tell them The Locker Room sent you.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like fences. A house with a big yard and a white picket fence was always the dream. But then you saw the price to install a fence and you're wondering if the color is driving the price up. Nobody ever dreams of a beige or a gray picket fence, right? So maybe those fences are cheaper. But no, they're not. Then you remember that switching your home and auto to Progressive could save you hundreds and make all your dreams of a fence come true. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Maurice Piers is thrilled to host the Kick Off the Summer event benefiting the Eagles Autism Foundation on Friday, June 13th. Join Maurice Piers for a day of summer fun featuring Eagles players, Swoop, and the Eagles cheerleaders. Get your tickets now. Many options available, from your own private VIP cabana at Pig Dog to general admission passes. Your pass includes access to Pig Dog Beach Bar, Maurice Piers amusement rides, and a Raging Waters water park. Visit MauricePiers.com to purchase your tickets for the Kick Off the Summer with the Eagles Autism Foundation on Friday, June 13th at Maurice Piers.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim and my Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Nick Earnshaw, the intern Andrew Leeds, and of course we at 609-403-0973. The question, Nick, is
all right. Give us a specific Phillies player you want to see them trade for.
And if we pick your thing, we're going to spin the wheel for some great prizes for Pro Image Sports. Playland, we got $100 worth of Playland tickets, and of course we have 4 Phillies tickets. 609-403-0973. Now let's turn our attention to the Eagles. They're having their OTAs, and so are several teams around the league. And I said there's only one person we can talk to, the hardest working man in the NFL. He's with the NFL Network, but what I like is following him on X platform at Baldy NFL for Baldy's breakdowns. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in the man himself, Brian Baldinger. Good morning, Baldy.
Billy, what's going on, my friend?
Yo,
How you
man,
doing?
I got to tell you. Well, before we get started, I want to acknowledge the passing of our very good friend Frank Sisto. It was a shock to hear about his passing.
Yeah, Frank was a good friend, man, to a lot of people.
Yeah.
To be in you and especially down the Jersey Shore. He ran clubs down there and restaurants. It was a couple weeks ago, Bill, and I got the word from his ex-wife, and it's just when it happens, it's just so sudden.
Yeah.
Especially, literally, Billy, I talked to him that morning that he passed. Like, and I think you might have also talked to him, real recent. You're talking.
Yeah, I talked to him 2 days before he passed, I think it was.
Bill, I talked to him the day that he passed. We were planning on cooking some steaks the next day and getting together. Like, it's just, it's just, I mean, I know, anyways, it was tough, man.
It's
real
tough. So we acknowledge and pray for his family and Frank. And by the way, people don't notice, but he was in the movie Analyze This, right?
Analyze This. He was there with with De Niro. Oh yeah, no, he was in about a half a dozen movies.
Yo, you know the scene where Billy Crystal kisses the big heavy set guy?
Yeah.
That was Frank.
Yeah, Frankie. Yeah.
All right, Baldy, I got to tell you, and I told the guys in my locker room youth movement, I super enjoy your Baldy breakdowns. I follow you. You can explain it like the way a coach does, but a way that people that aren't really like know the X's and O's of football can understand, and I think you do a great job with that.
I appreciate that, Bill. I really enjoy doing it. The players enjoy it too because they have somebody that understands the game. They're bringing attention to some good plays or technique or whatever it might be. So it's my passion, Bill. I really enjoy doing it, and I'm glad that you recognize it, and a lot of other people do as well.
Well, I got to tell you, you were at the Eagles OTAs, you were at the Jets and the Giants this past week.
I was busy this week. Yeah, I got to see 3 teams. Probably see 3 teams down in Florida next week. But it's a chance to see some of the new guys, introduce myself to some of these young guys and new coaches, and kind of see things through my own eyeballs about what's going on. So I enjoy going. I get a lot out of it, and I just kind of store the information I get, getting ready for the upcoming season.
Yeah, you definitely have a passion for football. I love it. So talk to us a little bit about the birds, what you saw. I mean, obviously we have new birds in the nest, but this is a voluntary practice. Not everybody was there. There were a few people that missed, but give us your impressions on what you saw.
Honestly, Bill, they looked like a championship team that was practicing. Now, it was indoors. It was raining outside, so they went into the indoor facility. So they're just on one field, and everything echoes inside. But the amount of enthusiasm, the attention to detail, how quickly everything moves. I mean, if you were just an outsider and you're like, boy, I wonder, and you didn't know anything about the Eagles, you go, boy, that's an impressive practice.
Wow.
Start to finish, it was an impressive practice, Bill. And really, I mean, whether they were punching the ball out in a little peanut punch drill, or whether you're watching the footwork and the attention to detail of a Quinyon Mitchell or, Cooper DeJean, like they really, you're watching Stoutland work with the offensive line, especially the new young offensive lineman that they drafted. There's not a whole lot of standing around, to be honest with you, Bill. Nick keeps that thing moving from start to finish.
Well, that's good. A football practice that moves is good because no one's standing around, everybody's moving. What did you think of Jahad Campbell, the Eagles draft pick?
Well, he didn't really do much. He was dressed. He was in shorts, but he wasn't practicing. I don't know if he signed his contract or what the deal is, but I saw him next to Nakobe Dean, who started for him for most of the season until he was injured last year. I mean, just the size of Jahad is impressive. He's the biggest linebacker they have. I saw him at the Combine on a Friday night. Just watching him warm up, stretch, run his drills, go through his drills. Like I thought he was the best linebacker in the draft.
Wow.
And just seeing him just moving around like I said, he didn't practice the other day, but he was on the sideline. He was in shorts. He was full of energy and excitement. So I think there's an awful lot to be excited about with his upcoming rookie season.
Hey, Baldy, the Eagles introduced Kevin Patullo this week officially at his press conference. What do you make of him transitioning to become the offensive coordinator? Do you think there's going to be much change, and did you notice anything at OTAs with the offense?
Well, I didn't notice anything, but it would be hard for anybody to notice anything.
Right.
In OTAs. It would just be hard. But I've known Kevin since he was the offense coordinator for the Jets 10 years ago. And so he's been in this role before. But, I think, Nick has done a good job. Like, he came with Nick from Indianapolis. So he's been there. I mean, Doug Newspire was the quarterback coach, and Kellen Moore and Brian Johnson. All these guys had bigger titles than Kevin, but he'd been there all along. So, the thing I thought was interesting when they were asking him about, is things going to be different? He said he's going to build this offense around the talent, and they have elite talent. So he's going to build the offense. Now, I thought Kellen Moore was excellent play caller. They really changed the offense. They ran it 725 times last year. But that was out of 21 games because of the 4 games in the postseason. The third most in NFL history. I don't know if they're going to run it 725 times, but they're going to run it close to 600 times. They're still going to be a run-first football team. I don't think that's going to change much.
Hey, good morning, Brian. So you mentioned one of the big things about OTAs is giving you a chance to meet some of the young guys, the new guys on the team. And I was just curious, based on what you experienced over at the Eagles OTAs, was there anyone in particular that specifically impressed you through meeting them or just stood out to you? I mean,
for example, they drafted Miles Hinton out of Michigan, and I played with his dad, Chris Hinton, in Indianapolis. His dad was the best and most talented offensive lineman I ever played with.
Wow.
And so, he's got 2 sons. He's got a son that's playing, that was a rookie with the Chargers last year, and Miles came through this year. I mean, they're both very, very smart. And, he's a guy that can play both guard and tackle. And then Drew Kendall's father was Pete Kendall, played 13 years with the Seattle Seahawks. I saw Pete at the Combine this year, and then I saw him at the Senior Bowl as well. His son was at both. And so his son started 37 straight games at Boston College at center. And so, they drafted 2 guys whose fathers I know and knew really, really well. And not that bloodlines mean everything, but it does mean a lot, though. I mean, they've been around, both these kids have been around the game their entire life. And so they've been in the locker room. They grew up with it. They got a chance to see their fathers play at the highest levels.
Yeah.
And so I think you're going to see that sort of experience early on in whatever role they play this year. So I think both guys will be backup players to start. I'd be surprised if either one of them start this year. But they're, like the Eagles do. They just get the next guys ready to play when the time is right.
Hey, Baldy, I want to ask you about Bryce Huff and the reported trade that he's going to be moving to the 49ers in San Francisco. What does that mean for guys like Jalix Hunt? And obviously Nolan Smith's going to get more of an opportunity now. Bryce Huff didn't really work out here as well, but what does that mean for some of the younger guys?
Well, it's been a lot already last year. I mean, Nolan Smith took over, for Bryce in the 6th game of the season last year. The guy had 10 sacks in the last 8 games. Like, he was phenomenal in the postseason. And Jail's got more playing time. So, and look, nothing against Bryce. I like Bryce. He's in a better spot in San Francisco with Robert Saleh, who coached him up there in New York. But he didn't fit Vic Fangio's defense. And I said it when they signed him. Like, Vic wants a true outside linebacker, a guy that can drop into coverage, a guy that can do certain things in the run game, a guy that's got more, Bryce Huff is a pass rush specialist. He needs to put both hands in the dirt. He needs to get in a 4-point stance. His takeoff is elite, and that's what he is. But he's not a stand-up outside linebacker, and he was lost here. And it's not. Look, the Eagles made a mistake, but the Eagles make mistakes. All they do is they just keep. They signed Josh Uche and Azeez Ojulari, and so they just keep throwing resources at positions that are really important. And so, if you kept Bryce Huff around here, or you played him more last year, you know what he is? He's a rep stealer from Nolan Smith and Jalix Hunt, who are ready to move on and play a much bigger role this year.
We're talking with Brian Baldinger from NFL Network. You can follow him on the X platform at Baldy NFL. Baldy's breakdowns. Brian, the Eagles they have the big didn't they have a new sign on the wall with the 2 Super Bowl trophies or whatever?
Yeah.
How'd that look?
Yeah, it's a mural. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Billy, I tell you, you look up and there's Super Bowl 52 with Nick Foles and and the guys that were stars, Alshon Jeffries, the guys that were stars on that team, Brandon Graham, and then you look over Super Bowl 59. There's Saquon, there's Jalen, there's Lane, and so it's kind of a mural of the celebration. And then in the middle of it, are the 2 Lombardi trophies. So it really is. I should have taken a separate picture.
Well, you did have it. I think you could see it in one of your breakdowns. I think you
can see it, but it really deserves.
Baldy, what's that do for like when players and people come in from around the league and they see that they got to be like totally impressed, like intimidated a little bit.
Well, I mean, I never had anything. Well, I played in Dallas, so I played on a team that had gone, won 2 Super Bowls,
right.
won to 4, 1, 2. So you kind of know a little bit, but you learn a little bit about the history and what this thing is all about. It's not, like if you're a young player, you want to make the team. You want to make an impression. You want to show that you belong. But at the same time, you want to get the bigger message. We're about winning Super Bowls here. And this is why we practice. This is why we meet like we meet. This is why, if you're in personnel and, you're working for Howie, this is why he wears you out, during the draft season with all these scenarios. Like, this is what it's about, to be ready, when the time is right.
Hey, Baldy, not that I want to change the subject a little bit. Not that I really care about the Giants, but you were up there. You were up in New York for both the Jets and the Giants. How about this Cataboo, Bo Cataboo? What'd you think of him?
I love him. I like him too, man. Yeah, he. They were asking him the other day about being a professional, and he's like, "I'm not a professional. I haven't played a game yet. I'm not a pro yet. Like, I've got to earn my." He's just a mature kid. But he's a hard guy to tackle, Billy.
Yeah.
Like, I think the 1-2 punch of Scatterboo along with Tyrone Tracy Jr. from a year ago, like, if they could get their offensive line together, and they should be better than they've been. They've got more depth. They've got better players. If they get their offensive line together, like, they're gonna have some success running the football. And so I thought the rookie class was very, very good. Jackson Dart looks good. I think they're a mature group. I like Marcus Bowe from Purdue. I like Darius Alexander from Toledo. I like the rookie class a great deal.
Well, let's just hope that they stay the typical New York Giants, because we, not that I mean, look, I like to see the Giants be a little bit more competitive, but I like dominating them too. So. I want to keep it going. Hey, Baldy, my locker room youth movement, they're laughing at me because I called him Cataboo. I always get people's names wrong. But as a former player, did a coach ever? They always mess names up, right?
They messed my name up. But honestly, Coach Landry, I thought he called me Byron for something. But he had a speech impediment. I didn't understand it. And then he explained it to me one day that he couldn't pronounce BR. It's just he was from South Texas, and he just had this thing. He couldn't get Brian out of his mouth. So it came out Byron. So, it took me 4 years to kind of address it, to be honest with you.
Hey, Baldy, man, we really appreciate you taking time out. I know you're a busy man, but you make time for the locker room, and I can't thank you enough. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
My pleasure, Billy. Anytime, buddy.
There he is, Brian Baldinger on the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. I don't know why I'm so bad with names. I mess up names.
I was gonna say, do you have those meows stuck in
Cataboo? What did I say? It's Scatabo.
Yeah, Cataboo. I got the S.
He got number 44. There's something about that cat I like. He would fit the Eagles real well.
Yeah. Sorry, we got Saquon Barkley.
I know we do.
And A.J. Dillon.
So, listen, the New York Giants still got to be kicking themselves again.
You never know. Maybe Will Shipley can be our Bo Scatabo.
Yeah, that's right. All right. That was great talking to
Love Baldy.
He's always great.
Listen, I got to tell you, he works. He works hard, man.
Yeah, he does.
He really does. He's everywhere.
He's everywhere all at once.
Yeah. All right, the first hour of the locker room is – before we do that, 609-403-0973. The text board question is, who do the Phillies need to get to improve for the playoffs?
Give us a name who the Phillies need to trade for.
609-403-0973. Make sure you put your name and your shirt size. We got great gifts to give away, courtesy of Pro Image Sports on the Boardwalk in Ocean City. Dr. Dominic Mariani, Pennsauken Spine and Rehab, donating the Phillies tickets. And Playland, $100 worth of Playland ride tickets. 609-403-0973. 0973 to qualify. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical. They're number one.
The Point is your destination for a tropical oasis at the Jersey Shore. Now with 3 locations on the bay in Summers Point, at 43rd off the boardwalk in Sea Isle City, and our newest location right in the heart of Wildwood on Ocean Ave. The Point has the best food and drink specials with their famous Tiki Bar, plus The Point features live music at all 3 locations 7 days a week and is always family friendly. For more information, check out The Point on Facebook and visit them at dothepoint.com.
Tax season at Tom's River Volkswagen means we're paying the sales tax. Yeah, we've got over 1,000 vehicles on sale and we're paying the sales tax. Tell that nasty old tax man to go straight to Tom's River Volkswagen or Tom'sRiverVW.com because we're paying the sales tax.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable, so be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Get Memorial Day savings now at the Home Depot with free delivery and up to 40% off, plus up to an extra $450 off select appliances like Whirlpool. Store dinners and keep your coolers iced for sports practice with the large storage and ice capacity of a Whirlpool refrigerator from the Home Depot. Celebrate Memorial Day with savings on select appliances right now at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid May 15th through June 4th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card good for use at Tuckahoe Inn in Marmora for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Volkswagen studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim and my locker room youth movement, producer Nick Earnshaw and the intern Andrew Leeds. 609-403-0973 is the text board. And the question, Nick, is...
All right, our question of the day at 609-403-0973 is what player, specifically, would you like to see the Philadelphia Phillies trade for?
609-403-0973. You know what? For being activated and caffeinated like Dave Klemick, the only thing I do is mess up names.
Yeah, you had a lot of coffee this morning, and Johnny Griner, what are you doing? What are you doing to me?
Every time I call Griner, I say, Griner, it's the Schweiner.
Yeah, putting you on the coffees, that's something. That's
so we got a wheel we're going to spin.
Yes.
To qualify for the wheel, you got to answer the text board question at 609-403-0973. Who do the Phillies need to pick up to solidify their playoff run?
Yes. All right, so we got a ton of texts coming in. I'll read a couple before we hit the break. We have Tom from Margate. He said, hey, locker roomers.
Tommy.
I am a baby boomer, but even my daughters say Phillies must retaliate.
See that? The baby boomers are all intelligent people.
Enough is enough. And the Phillies need right-handed power hitter, and we put Nola in the bullpen and put Trey in center field.
That's one thing I disagree with.
That sounds like a bit too much chaos for me. I feel like you're trying to solve.
You're not going to pay Nola all that money to put him in a bullpen.
Nah, you can't. You can't. All right, so we have no name. Make sure you put your name and your shirt size. Yes. This is no name, so please, if this is your text, put your name on it as well. Give me Fairbanks or Robertson.
Yeah, all right. I like Fairbanks. I was going to say him earlier, but you guys told me don't say anything.
All right, Jerry from Absecon says Ryan Presley from St. Louis would be my pick to take Alvarado's place.
All right, because we need it. Is he a lefty?
He's a righty, isn't he?
Look it up, please.
Looking it up.
Intern 609-403-0973. Got great giveaway prizes courtesy of Pro Image Sports. Dr. Dominic Mariani at Pennsauken Spine and Rehab. And, of course, $100 worth of Playland tickets.
Yeah. Presley is a righty, by the way, so that wouldn't exactly fill the hole.
We just need somebody effective.
Yeah, we just need somebody effective. By the way, Johnny G chiming in. He said, yo, Billy, Nicky
Earnshaw.
And intern Andrew Leeds. Phils need a stud closer, but they are the second best team in the MLB. Yes, Billy, coffee will help, but also lots of push-ups, hundreds of push-ups for you.
Now you get a little crazy, John.
Let's start with the coffee. We'll get to the push-ups later.
I'm looking for that miracle solution.
Push-ups. We could relax on the coffee.
Push away from the table.
Sit-ups, jumping jacks. We'll get you in the gym with Dave Klemick.
Yeah, I got to get my knee cut before I do anything. I can't even walk.
All right.
I will be in that. So I play hurt. I will be in that parking lot this summer, parking cars. So you got to move quick.
All right. So we got Steven Vettner chiming in. The Boston Red Sox have 3 high leverage lefties. I'm going Aroldis Chapman, closest player in the league to Jose Alvarado. So he's talking about some of the names on the Red Sox, but he wants Aroldis Chapman.
How old's Aroldis? He's got to be up there.
God, he's almost 40, isn't he?
I'm looking up the age.
He's been around forever, but he's still humming. He's still humming close to 100, Schweiner.
He's 37.
Wow.
609-403-0973 to qualify for our wheel spin. We got a lot of great giveaway prizes. Yeah. Phillies jersey, Phillies Connect jersey, Phillies T-shirts,
I think there's a hat, a vet, or the velvet,
satin jacket, Phillies satin jacket.
It's going to be awesome. By the way, before we go to break, Mike from Lewes, Delaware, love listening to Billy and the boys every weekend. Best sports show I've ever heard.
Get attitude. Are you serious?
Mike, Mike from Delaware.
Mike. 609-403-0973. Keep them coming because we got a lot of great giveaway items, including Phillies tickets from Pennsauken Spine and Rehab, Playland $100 tickets, worth of tickets, and, of course, Pro Image Sports and Fan Treasures. 609-403-0973. Now, on the other side, we'll continue our Phillies talk. We'll talk a little Eagles still, maybe a little NBA playoffs. And then at the bottom of the second hour, it's our Beach Patrol report. This week, we'll be talking with the chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol, Kip Emig. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and my Locker Room Youth Movement producer, Nicky Earnshaw, the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Get ready for the ultimate thrill when Atlantic City hosts War at the Shore, sponsored by North Beach AC, Sunday, June 8th. Witness the adrenaline-pumping, high-powered boats race through the Atlantic Ocean from any of the North Beach locations. Feel the roar of the engines, the splash of the waves, and the excitement in the air. Sunday, June 8th for War at the Shore, sponsored by North Beach AC. For more information, visit AtlanticCityNorthBeach.com.
How did Babbel become the award-winning language learning app? We thought of you. All of you. Take Sierra. As a visual learner, she uses Babbel's wordplay videos.
Today I'll share a quick lesson on shopping in French.
Merci beaucoup. Malcolm is a listening learner. So he checks with Babbel's speech recognition to be
Precio.
However you learn, Babbel makes it easy. Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
I thought people like me didn't get addicted to drugs. That's like saying people like me don't get sick. Just like anyone can get sick, anyone can struggle with addiction. And when you're struggling, there's no shame in getting help. I'm over the shame. I know who I am, and I'm in recovery for me.
Call 844-REACH-NJ. Talk to a counselor for confidential addiction help and see if you're eligible for no-cost treatment. 844-REACH-NJ. From the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here'th my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Getteth with the times.
With the times?
You're playing the lute. Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
The power of Dell AI with Intel Inside is transforming the world of pro sports. Teams can see curveballs coming with predictive analytics. Coaches can use AI insights to help players improve their shots in real time. And fans can get more out of every winning moment with AI-enhanced replays.
Unbelievable! What a play!
See how Dell Technologies with Intel Inside can power your wins at Dell.com/win.
Maurice Pierce is thrilled to host a Kick-Off the Summer event benefiting the Eagles Autism Foundation. On Friday, June 13th, join Maurice Pierce for a day of summer fun featuring Eagles players, Swoop, and the Eagles cheerleaders. Get your tickets now. Many options available, from your own private VIP cabana at Pig Dog to general admission passes. Your pass includes access to Pig Dog Beach Bar, Maurice Pierce amusement rides, and Raging Waters Water Park. Visit MauricePierce.com to purchase your tickets for the Kick-Off the Summer with the Eagles Autism Foundation on Friday, June 13th at Maurice Pierce.
Home of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill, 97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City.
To the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein and my locker room youth movement. Producer Nick Earnshaw, the intern Andrew Leeds on a little inclement Saturday, but we're having a lot of fun in here. And, of course, Andrew, we got a lot of great giveaway items.
Oh, so many.
Oh, my
so
God.
many.
Spinning that wheel. It's like, my daughter actually is the one that turned me onto that wheel, Nick.
AG?
Yeah, AG.
Oh,
and I said, well, you know what? It's like a Wheel of Fortune wheel. Yeah. And we put all the prizes on there, courtesy of Pro Image Sports, on the boardwalk in Ocean City. Of course, all their other, they got 13 other stores and malls around the Delaware Valley. And then Pennsauken Spine and Rehab. Dr. Dom donated 4 tickets For what game is for the Cubs game? I think it is. Right?
Yeah,
I just
it
showed
was the Cubs.
you.
I forget which
Section,
day.
section 115, I think it is.
Yeah.
Row 7. Great seats, Nick.
Yeah, God,
and then,
can't
of
beat
course,
it.
$100 worth of Playland tickets.
I mean, you can't beat that. So text in 609-403-0973. Give us a name. Give us a player who you think or you want the Phillies to trade for.
Now, Nick, next weekend we're going to be at the beach football BFL.
Beach Football League.
Beach Football League in Wildwood on June 7th. Do you know you can win $1,000 in cash?
This event's going to be nuts. It's going to be awesome.
You know who's going to be there?
Who?
Deshaun Jackson.
Yep.
Former Eagle, Denver Broncos Super Bowl champion Malik Jackson. Miami Hurricanes Hall of Famer and NFL Rookie of the Year Clinton Portis.
Oh, I mean, just
Plus
who's who?
our very own, our good buddy, two-time Super Bowl champion Tully Banta-Kane. And how about what he said last week?
Last week.
Last week, we asked him because he was on the field in the 2004 2005
Jacksonville.
Super Bowl,
Super Bowl 39.
and we said, "Hey, Tully, did Donovan McNabb really throw up?" Because we never really got a straight answer.
It's always goofy. It's always a goofy answer.
It's like a mythical lore at this point about
Guess
whether
what?
this guy
But Tully
threw up.
confirmed it.
He said, "Yep."
He
saw
said
him
he
throw
did. He
up.
saw him do it. No, to me, it's not a big deal because people.
Big deal.
You know me. What? It's a big deal. You know, I've seen plenty of people get. You know, they're so worked up. They're nervous. Their butterflies are flying, and they get. You know, they throw up. I've seen numerous players throw up
come
before
on.
games.
It's the
halftime.
Super Bowl too. Like
and
I
the
mean,
Super Bowl.
if you're gonna throw up during any game, I mean, it'd be
might be the one.
You know, if anything, McNabb should have said, "Yeah, I did." Why? What's the big deal?
Yeah, and just
then
owned it.
And just owned it. You know, yeah, I did. I threw up. So what? You think you're perfect?
Yeah, I think that is more the issue. Is that's become such a huge like. Did he or did he not? The denial of it, people coming out saying it did happen. It did happen.
Right.
If it just came out to happen, nobody would remember.
Right.
Everyone would
I had Hank Fraley on the show, and when we asked him a direct question, he was kind of like him hauling around it.
Well, now you got your answer.
He was McNabb's center. I guess he feels he has to protect him or keep the lure going or whatever.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I don't think I'd ever hear Schweim use the word lore.
The folklore.
We're teaching him new things every day.
Oh,
Nick.
609-403-0973. Now, we got a lot of great giveaway items.
Yep.
609-403-0973, Nick.
All right, Jim from OC chimes in. He said, would like to see the Phillies trade for Mason Miller. Need a closer. He strikes people out. So we've gotten a couple of Mason Miller texts today. Jeff from Summers Point, we need Ryan Helsley.
I like him from the Cardinals, right?
Yeah, it'd be a solid addition.
All right, so I'm looking here. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So
Let's
get back to the Eagles because, one thing that I was really impressed with, like Brian Baldinger just told us, the mural when you walk into the practice facility inside.
Yeah.
That's got to be impressive. It's got to. Have you seen it? You work down there.
I saw the picture. I don't work where they practice at the NovaCare.
Do they ever let you go in there, Leedsy?
I've never been in the NovaCare.
Let's go, Leeds. You got to step up, start asking questions.
I could try my ways. I did get to work training camp.
They're gonna let Duck Dynasty in there
into the practice facility.
I will say it is great walking to work every day and having just outside at the stadium the giant banner with 2 trophies on it. I mean, talk about something you know.
So we went to the game Thursday, and when you walk in at the one in the outfield, that entrance there where they have the 2 Super Bowl World Series trophies there. Of course, my family, we all got a picture in front of it. That's cool. You walk in, that's impressive.
Yeah, it's like the Wall of Fame, everything at Citizens Bank Park.
Yep.
By the way, Leedsy, do you know Nick, PJ Quarter, Mr. Negadelphia, and I, we made an agreement. And I think you should be a part of it.
I've heard about this.
If the Phillies win the World Series, we got to shave our heads.
See, I think where I'm at with it, and I think we've
discussed
this
before.
before.
Nick, look at that melon. You think he's gonna?
That's what I said. This is what we have talked about. This it's been a while. I don't think I could do the shaved head. I got too big of a head. Yeah. I will say I'll shave the facial hair and I'll get an actual.
Get a buzz cut.
I'll get a haircut.
Speaking of shaving. I don't know why you laugh at this, Nick, because Nick, you know now. The only thing you can laugh is the fact that I said it so early. But I'm perceptive. I'm clairvoyant. I can see the future.
I'm sure you can.
Why can't Marsh? Like, he seems like he's more concerned about the way his hair looks, the way he's out in the batter's box, and he's like, I love Brandon Marsh. Don't get me wrong, I like the guy, but he's batting .211. He's not contributing. You gotta do something. Look what Bryce Harper did. He changed it up.
I am just center field has just become so frustrating to me, and I don't know where you guys stand because Rojas is kind of falling off a little bit, but like he needs every day at bat. Like Rojas is a guy that needs every day at bats for him to be consistent,
right?
And you can't go back and forth.
You can't platoon him, is what you're saying.
And Marsh can't hit lefties whatsoever. It's just not. It just doesn't work. What do you guys make of bringing up Justin Crawford now?
I think it's too soon, man.
I don't think it is. I think you got to bring him up. I think it would make a lot of sense. I know you can use him as a trade chip too at this point, but center field has just been such a massive problem.
You probably can't even trade Marsh right now. Who wants a 211
Who wants
batter?
Marsh?
Yeah, he'd be a throw-in if anything. Nobody. He's not an asset.
But you're not. He's somebody you can't send down.
No.
No.
Right?
No,
I mean,
I don't think
he's not
so.
producing. And you know what? I know as a competitor, as a player, I'm sure it bothers him. He's not happy about his production, but you've got to do something to change your mojo. And I think, is it too much to ask Nick for him to like shave his beard or go with the goatee? Just change it up.
He could shave his head, do whatever he wants. I think they need to make a move.
It worked for Harper.
He's not Bryce Harper, all right? He's Brandon Marsh. I mean, he's a decent player. Logan O'Hoppe, that trade is turning out not to work out in the Phillies' favor because O'Hoppe's been really good this year as a catcher, and the Phillies need a catcher because JT's getting a little old. I don't know.
How about Cody Clemens? He goes to Minnesota. He's not going to cover off the ball.
Yeah. But Cody Clemens, come on.
What?
I
don't think
This one is a great addition to the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, but he's not a needle. He wasn't a needle mover here.
He was never. Yeah, he was never going to play consistently for us, unfortunately.
Well, no, I know, but I'm just saying. It seems like every time we get rid of somebody, they do well.
Yeah, it's usually what happens. Probably that's going to happen with Bryce Huff, too, in Philadelphia.
Watch him get like 12 and a half sacks for the 49ers or something.
Well, you heard Baldy say it earlier. It was a great interview. Like, he just did not fit here.
I love Baldy. He's all, you know what? He's all football.
Yeah,
you know
football
what I mean?
guy.
And by the way, like, thinking we're talking football next week, we're going to be on the beach in Wildwood.
Oh my God, I can't believe that's next
Beach
week.
Football League. I can't wait. Tully Bantacane. He's like so pumped up for this.
He's a good. He's just such a positive guy, and he's got a lot of energy. Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be an awesome
event. On the beach in Wildwood. You know how many people are going to be there? And we're going to have an after party at the Point.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Awesome.
By the way, we got a long day cut out for us.
We got a long weekend.
Next week. Long weekend because, on Sunday, where are we going to be, Nick?
We're going to be in Atlantic City.
That's good. Power boats.
Oh, my God. We're going to be doing the power boating.
Of course, the locker room with Billy Schwein will be out there from 10 to 12 on the Steel Pier in Atlantic City on Sunday, June 8th. And then we'll be broadcasting the power boat race.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be unbelievable,
Nick,
Schweiner.
you doing play-by-play or we're going to share the duties?
I think we should share the duties on that one.
You know me with last names, though, dude.
Yeah, it's true.
Anytime a name is decided, you're just going to point to Nick, and that's going to be...
He's going to look at me. Oh, go ahead. Just go. Just go.
609-403-0973. We got a wheel. We're going to spin the wheel for some great prizes. But to qualify for the wheel, you have to text in and answer the question, Nick.
Yeah, our question of the day is, what player do you want to see the Phillies trade for?
609-403-0973. Now, we got great prizes. We have a wheel that we're going to spin. We have tickets to the Phillies game. We have jerseys from Pro Image Sports and Fan Treasures. And then we have $100 worth of Playland tickets.
Yep, we're gonna give away two prizes today. We're gonna spin the wheel twice for two texters with the best text. I have a couple in mind already, all right? So
609-403-0973. All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers for all your real estate appraisal needs. Call John A. McCann & Associates, 609-263-7422, whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann & Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime, 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein and my Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Nick Earnshaw, and the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Coming up on Monday's show, we're taking a look back at the Phillies weekend against the Brewers. Mike McGarry takes a look back at the weekend that was. Football at 4 with Jeff Mosher. We'll take a look at what the Eagles will do now with Bryce Huff traded, plus Knicks Nuggets and more. It's all coming up on a big Monday show on the Sports Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
The perfect time to upgrade your carpet is right now. Get free carpet installation with the purchase of Home Decorators Collection's special order carpet. Give your floors a new, softer feel from timeless and trendy options with the performance to support everyday life. Refresh your carpet today with the Home Depot. Offer valid May 15th through June 1st, 2025. Receive free basic carpet installation with the purchase of Home Decorators Collection special order carpet. Excludes stock carpet.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card good for use at Tuckahoe Inn in Marmora for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim and my Locker Room Youth Movement. Producer Nick Earnshaw and the intern Andrew Leeds. And, of course, next week, Nicky, we will be with Tully Banta-Kane down there at Wildwood for the BFL League. Of course, you can register now at the beachfootballleague.com, beachfootballleague.com. And if you register now, whether you're a single player or you want to register your team, if you register now, you can get a 4-day unlimited ride pass from Maurice Pier.
Oh, you can't beat that.
Plus, you can win $1,000. It's unbelievable. And you can meet Eagle. Deshaun Jackson, Eagles great. Deshaun Jackson's going to be there.
Clinton Portis is going to be there.
Malik Jackson. Tony Banta-Kane.
Dave Klemick.
Dave Klemick's going to be down there. He's caffeinated and activated.
So are you.
Yeah. Hey, for as wound up as I am, I haven't been stumbling all over myself today, have I?
No, I feel like you've been, pretty
You're
schwine
pretty-
as usual.
Yeah.
But I am fired up, man.
Yeah, you
I
are.
drank 20 ounces of that stuff.
I
all
think it's
because of
John
Griner
Griner.
from Burger Realty.
I was gonna say, I think it's more noticeable in the breaks. I feel like in the breaks, you're a little
Bouncing off the walls.
but-
609-403-0973. Got a few more minutes to get in before we spin the wheel. And, of course, at the bottom of the hour, we'll have our Beach Patrol report brought to you by McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City and the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association. This week, we'll talk with Chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol, Kip Emig, who, remember last year, Nick, they had the South Jersey Lifeguard Championship.
Yeah, they hosted.
They hosted it last year.
Yeah.
This year, it's going to be an Avalon.
Yep. Can't wait to talk to him. Excited that the Beach Patrol's back. You know the summer's like right here when the Beach Patrol starts.
And tomorrow on the program, we're going to have Danny Ryan back in the studio.
D-Rye.
But you know who's going to be in here with me tomorrow? The Mr. Negadelphian himself, PJ Corda.
Oh, the Negadelphian in studio.
In the studio.
Oh, it's going to get real negative.
Leeds, we're going to get his picture right, in front of the ESPN sign and put him on the website.
Perfect.
But Leedsy, right about how about this, Nick?
Okay.
You want to hear something about PJ Corda?
What?
He lives what, 15 yards from the water's edge of the ocean, or the Gulf of America, Gulf of Mexico, right? Yeah. How about he lives in Ocean City, right, 15 yards from the beach, Atlantic Ocean, right?
That's
He's never been in it.
That's crazy.
He has a pool and a beach.
He's got a pool and an ocean,
and he doesn't go in.
He's never been in either one of them.
Can he swim?
I gotta ask him that.
That's a question for tomorrow.
That's
Yeah,
a good
some
question.
people don't know how to swim. It's
We're gonna have to make that somehow incorporate that into a text.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I got a couple more texts. Andrew from Delaware chimes in. He says, definitely want to trade for Lars Nootbaar and move him to center field.
Yeah.
About around 250 this year. Not bad.
I want somebody
like
to knock
that.
our socks off. Come on, you know what I mean? We need pitching. Right? Don't you? I mean, we lost Alvarado. The bullpen has blown 10 saves. Their combined ERA is 4.58. That's horrible.
See, the problem is I think there's a lot of teams that want to go after a bullpen piece right now, too. So the market's going to be tough for Dombrowski out there. And you have to also look at it. The Dodgers just made a move for a bullpen piece, right?
Right.
So there's going to be a lot of teams trying to get that extra arm, but there's also a lot of teams whose bullpens aren't very good this year, too. So
everybody's looking for arms.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, Schweiner, I mean, everyone knows it's not a secret. Alvarado's been suspended.
Yeah,
the Phillies are desperate.
Yeah, they
at
know
this
it.
point,
So that's right.
going to make it even more
and
difficult.
that hurts.
You just said the key word, Leeds. Desperate.
Yeah.
Desperation. They know it. They're gonna want a king's ransom in return.
They're going to drive up the price. So, I mean, you have the prospects to do it. You have an excess of starting pitching. I mean, the Phillies can make a move here. I mean, it just depends on who they're going to go out and get. I mean, Devin Williams was a good one earlier in the show. Mason Miller's been said a couple of times. So, we have a few people that are going to be in on the prize wheel today.
Nick, you know who we haven't heard from?
Who?
Mr. Med.
Yeah,
when he's in first place, he calls every 2 seconds. He's a game behind the Phillies. We haven't crickets.
Yeah,
Funny
nothing.
How that works.
No.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's how hey, Nick, you hate Knicks fans, don't you?
No, I can't stand the Knicks. I hope the Knicks get blown out tonight and sent home. I can't
What
stand
time's that game?
Knicks fan.
7:30?
I think it's
8 o'clock.
I think it's later because in Indiana tonight. I didn't think I thought the Pacers were going to lose that game. By the way, back in New York at the Garden. I mean, desperation. I mean, that was kind of a scheduled loss. You know what I mean?
I don't have it. I don't really like. I told Nick this, Leeds, and I said, I find myself
8 p.m. tonight. By the way,
okay. I find myself kind of pulling for the Villanova guys on the Knicks. Only because they're Villanova guys. Not that I necessarily want the Knicks to win, because like Nick said, I don't like Knicks fans. Page, I like McConnell because he was an ex-Sixer.
Yeah, TJ's
great.
awesome.
But I've been paying more attention to the NHL playoffs.
Yeah, for me, it's like I dislike the Knicks. I don't want them to necessarily be successful and win a championship.
I loathe the Knicks and their fans.
See, for me, I guess it's not that deep. The Celtics, I mean, those are that's the team I loathe. I can't stand.
Yeah, I loathe them too.
I hate them.
Are they equivalent to the Cowboys in football for you?
For me, yes,
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely, yeah.
I would even argue I hate the Celtics.
Yeah, but the
more.
Knick fans are equivalent to Cowboy fans.
No doubt about it.
Do you see them
they're
celebrating?
frauds.
Do you see them celebrate? I mean,
They're down 3 to 2,
and they're in the streets celebrating. I mean, what are are they doing up there?
That is a good point. The fans do make it more difficult.
Oh, my God. They're nauseating.
609-403-0973. Keep them coming with your name and your shirt size on the text message. 609-403-0973. Nick, what's the question?
All right, our question of the day is, what player specifically would you like to see the Phillies trade for? I mean, they have some needs. I know they're at the top. They have one of the best records in baseball, but they got some holes, and they need to trade for something.
Your good buddy Tom Jackson, our good buddy Tom Jackson, he's like a father figure to you, isn't he? Tom Jackson.
In a sense, yeah.
Okay, you know what he said? Bring back Brad Lidge.
There we go. Let's have a spin the wheel.
Brad Ledge.
Well, he was perfect that year.
He was perfect.
That year, and then after that, it was.
It's all right. He worked his magic for that 1 year.
He cemented his legacy forever.
That's
in the
right.
hearts of Philadelphians.
Yeah.
609-403-0973. We got great prizes courtesy of Pro Image Sports up there on the boardwalk in Ocean City. By the way, you see they're building out the beautiful blue with the big Pro Image Sports sign. Johnny did a great job with that.
Johnny D. Maria.
And then, of course, Playland donated $100 worth of tickets for the rides on the wheel. And then, of course, Dr. Dominic Mariani, Pennsauken Spine and Rehab with 4 tickets to the Phillies game.
Yeah, I got a couple in mind. Intern and I are going to make the decision towards the end of the show, probably after the Beach Report. We'll spin the wheel twice, and those 2 texters will win a prize.
609-403-0973. Now, who do you want to win the Stanley Cup? Because it's a repeat of last year.
I feel like every year it's a repeat of the previous year now in the NHL. It's crazy.
I can't stand the Florida Panthers.
I know you can't.
Yeah.
You hate seeing a warm weather team.
They shouldn't even have a hockey team down there.
See? He doesn't want to see a warm weather team in the Stanley Cup.
Well, I want a Chief to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, we all
my daughter even went. I told Chief, I said, my daughter she's never been to Canada. She just got her passport. She wants to get it stamped. Will you please get to the Stanley Cup so she can go? And he loses.
Yeah. I know
that's not all his fault.
Heartbreaking Game 7. You know
why Matthews and Mitch Marner, like they came up real short.
I mean, you kind of want to see McDavid get a run.
Yeah, I want
That's what I
Connor
was
McDavid
gonna say.
to win.
I'm taking the Oilers of who I want to win. I want to see McDavid get there. Edmonton, they haven't won a cup in a while.
No.
I don't particularly love Florida either.
Yeah, that Kachuk though, he's such a solid player.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Big guys beat up on little guys, and I told Chief that. Now Chief up there in Toronto, he's in charge now of players. He's not a GM per se, but he's got the flexibility of going out and getting free agents.
Oh, they enhanced his role.
Yeah, they enhanced. Very good, Nick. Enhanced his role.
You're welcome. That's why I'm here.
And you know who we're going to get on the show? Ricky Tocchet.
Oh, we're going to get Tocchet.
The Flyers have Rick Tocchet in their NHL pocket.
Nothing could be fine.
We'll get Dickie in here, and I'll tell you what. I don't know. We never asked you this, Leedsy. What do you think of the hiring of Rick Tocchet?
I like it. He seems like the type of guy you'd want to bring in to help establish a culture.
Yes.
Lead a rebuilding team. Obviously, has a history with the team.
I don't think that's a negative. Do you, Nick?
No, I liked the hire of Tocchet. Some people are very
skeptical
about it. I'm not. I think this is a good hire. I'm excited to see what the plan going forward and how it matures.
There's a lot of people that are like, he hasn't won anything. He was a coach of the year. He won a Jack Adams last year. All right? He's won 3 Stanley Cups. 1 as a player, 2 as an assistant coach with the Penguins. The guy's got the gravitas.
I know. Listen, we'll wait and see. Listen, we got to be patient. Remember, you're giving him one more year.
Should I tell you a Rick Tocchet story?
I don't know if we have time for that.
Real quick, so I fly out to L.A. because when Tocchet was playing with the Kings, I fly out there and I rented like the cheapest car. I don't have any money. I rented the cheapest car that I could get. It was like a Chevette, right, 4-door Chevette. So I get in there late. He's like kind of getting ready for bed. I turn into my room. He gets me up at like 7:00 the next morning. They're playing Anaheim, so they go to the bus station. And they drive a bus to Anaheim. It's across town, right, from L.A. Right. So he goes, Schweiner, you got to drive me to the bus station. I go, come on, Toc. He goes, Gary, and he throws me my keys. He's got a Mercedes like SUV and a Mercedes. And he's like, what? I'm going to drive you in my Chevette. And he goes, come on, let's go. Hop on, let's go, Schweiner. So I go, okay. So we get in the car, and instead of making a right to get on the 405, we go left. I go, where are we going? And he goes, just drive. So we get to this gated thing, and the gates open up. The gates open up. You know whose house it was? Wayne Gretzky. He pulled up to Wayne Gretzky's house in my Chevette.
Nothing could be finer than talking sports with the swine.
I look, I said, what are you doing? I go, Toc, get in the back. Gretzky gets in the back seat of my car, and he had his hands in the the bucket seats. Like you're sitting in the back, you want to hear what everybody's saying in the front. He set up like that the whole time.
That's awesome.
You can't make.
You know what the first thing I thought about? Running off. Could you imagine if I went off in the ravine, the ditch?
Oh,
like
God.
The 405 was like bumper to bumper, and if I had those two guys in my car and I crashed, I'd have been all over Sports Center. Needless to say, I never crashed the car.
We got to get to the beach patrol.
Easy for you to say, Nick. Caffeinated and activated.
Caffeinated and activated.
609-403-0973 is the text board number. We're spinning the wheel. Make sure you incorporate your name and your shirt size in case you win the Pro Image Sports jerseys, T-shirts, and jackets. We got hoodies. And then, of course, we're giving away 4 tickets to the Phillies game courtesy of Dr. Dominic Mariani and Pennsauken Spine and Rehab, and $100 of Playland ride tickets. 609-403-0973. All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Ask for Jason, Chet, Will, JM. They do a great job down there. I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. It opened 2 summers ago now to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza and their daily specials. Eat in or take out at La Scala's, located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, it's time for the Beach Patrol Report, brought to you by McCann Realtors of Seattle City and the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and my Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Nick Earnshaw and the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again, calling again, again and again.
The Point is your destination for a tropical oasis at the Jersey Shore. Now with 3 locations on the bay in Summers Point, at 43rd off the boardwalk in Sea Isle City, and our newest location right in the heart of Wildwood on Ocean Ave. The Point has the best food and drink specials with their famous Tiki Bar, plus The Point features live music at all 3 locations 7 days a week and is always family friendly. For more information, check out The Point on Facebook and visit them at dothepoint.com.
Hey, Nick Earnshaw here. Is your driveway or parking lot cracked, faded, or just looking worn out? Give it new life with R.G. Lee & Sons Seal Coating. For over 14 years, they've been protecting driveways and parking lots with top-quality seal coating that lasts. Their expert team uses premium materials to seal, protect, and enhance your asphalt curb appeal and add years of durability. Don't wait for costly repairs. Call R.G. Lee & Sons Seal Coating at 609-513-4375 for your free estimate. R.G. Lee & Sons Seal Coating. Seal today to last tomorrow.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable, so be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Another checkup? Why are so many people getting new puppies?
Dr. Kim's veterinary office is littered with cuteness.
We are booked solid for weeks, but who can say no to a puppy, right? Oh, good boy.
She needs to find extra vet techs to get those pups some extra love.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, candidates can find it easier, so you can hire easier. Redeem your $75 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Town Square Media has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Get these great deals today. Get a $50 gift card for just $25 at the Ravioli House or Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall. Get these great deals right now at SeizeTheDeal.com. Don't wait any longer. Chances are these deals will sell quickly. For more info on these great deals, go to SeizeTheDeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim and my Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Nick Earnshaw, the intern Andrew Leeds. On a Saturday, I don't know if it's clearing up outside. We can't see it, but it's almost summer. Well, actually, the unofficial start of summer was last week, right? Memorial Weekend.
Right.
But as we get inch closer, we do the Beach Patrol report, and once the races start, we'll be covering the races, and then we'll be broadcasting the Dutch Hoffmans this year, the Margate Memorials, and the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships like we did last year in Brigantine. So now it's time for the Beach Patrol report, brought to you by McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City, 4111 Landis Avenue in Sea Isle for rental and sales, 609-263-7422, or go online at McCannRealtors.com, where you can also keep up with all the South Jersey Lifeguard news and racing schedules, and by the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association, this summer honoring all lifeguards with 25 years or more of service in Ocean City, reminding you to be safe and swim near a lifeguard. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in a very good friend of the show, the chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol, Kip Emig. Good morning, Kip.
Good morning, Billy. How you doing today?
Kip, I got to tell you, man, when I hear your voice, like Dan Adams, and when we talked to Matt Wolf last week, summer's right around the corner.
It's here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Last year, you guys hosted the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships. I remember it was going to be on the Friday, but there was a hurricane off the coast, and it was just too rough. So you did it on a Monday. We were able to broadcast it, but you guys did a fabulous job, and you know what it takes to put on a show like that.
Yeah, that was a whole summer of planning for that event. It turned out to be a great event. Yeah, had to delay it a little bit. It kind of changed the beach profile a little bit with the storm being there, but things worked out real nice for that night, and I think it was a great night for everybody.
Hey, Kip, last week we had Dan Adams in here, former chief of the Longport Beach Patrol. We talked about that finish with Ryan Finnegan and your rower, your singles rower, and you're honest, and you guys are upfront and honest. You could have done home cooking. That race was photo finish, but yet Avalon won it, nudged you guys out, and they'll be hosting this year. But Dan was really singing your praises for being an upstanding official in the race.
Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate that. But it came down to two guys. Whoever won that race won the South Jerseys, and Avalon had the lead. He came in and sheared a little bit on a wave. Our guy passed him. And then our guy sheared, and it turned out the way it turned out. And congratulations to Avalon. It was a great night of racing, and you couldn't ask for much more than that.
Kip, the races have been just getting bigger and bigger each and every year, and the excitement of that. I mean, the photo finish. I mean, that's what you guys live for. That type of racing really promotes what you guys do.
Absolutely. I mean, these guys they're training. I mean, it's amazing. I'm looking at Jacksonville right now. They're trained all year. These guys, they just never stop. And some of the erg scores they're pulling in colleges right now are just amazing. And so we're looking forward. these guys getting back here and getting back on the beach and then starting off the lifeguard season. I can't wait for it.
Speaking of Seville, I'm a substitute teacher at Haddon Township, and I got one of the Seville boys in my classes.
Yeah, we have the next one, Brendan, coming up, and he's looking good. He grew about 30 pounds this winter.
He's a big kid.
So he became a big boy. So we're looking forward to having him back this year too. And Joey's back for sure. We're still on the fence with Jack. Jack looks like he's going to get a job, but we're trying to hopefully he'll be hired after August 8th this year. So
he's got to get enough days to qualify to race, right?
Yeah, he'd have to be here on time, which he's available. He just graduated college. So we're just hoping he can stretch it out a little bit longer and hopefully get him on the beach this year.
Well, Kip, let's talk a little bit about what you do in preparation for your the 2025 summer. I mean, there's a lot of things that people don't realize that you're responsible for, and the most important thing is keeping people safe and saving lives.
True. But yeah, chief's job starts probably at the beginning of the new year. We know it's ordering the equipment for the guys and making sure the uniforms are ready and just purchase orders, things like that. The whole spring. Most of that stuff's done now, so that's good. So now it's about getting organized and getting the guys and girls trained for the season. So South Jersey is required to do 40 hours of training for all the rookies that are coming in. And luckily, we had our rookie test last weekend.
I was going to just ask you that. So you already had your rookie test?
Yeah, we did it early. We figured to get it done early. Instead of competing against the local beach patrols, we had our test already, and looks like we have our 12 guards for this year. So things are looking good here, and just getting ready for the training. All the requirements that our guards have to be out there in the ocean. So yeah, we're well on the way already. We're
talking with the chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol, Kip Emig. Kip, people that are heading down the Brigantine, is there anything they should be looking out for, something that they should be aware of when swimming in Brigantine?
Just the normal things that you hear chiefs say. Swim in front of lifeguards all the time. Swim during the hours. Don't swim before and after hours. It's really dangerous. But stay in front of lifeguards. We have a comment in Brigantine. Use common sense and trash cans, please.
We of course we love La Scala's Beach House there in Brigantine, right on the beach. I mean, you go there, you can sit on the beach and have an adult beverage or the great food, the ambiance. You sit there looking at the Atlantic Ocean. That's a great spot. The La Scala's, we love it there. But how many stands do you have in Brigantine?
So we have a total of 27 stands in Brigantine. 24 on the ocean front. We have one in our cove area, and we run 2 different areas in the bay. So 27 total when we're full staff.
And how many lifeguards do you have on your squad this year?
So today we have 109 total that are ready to go. So
Kip Emig, as always, we appreciate you and look forward to this season racing. I know Brigantine is very competitive, and of course we'll be covering you throughout all the races this summer, the summer of 2025. Kip, thank you so much.
Billy, thank you. Thanks for getting the word out. We really appreciate it. And tell everyone to have a great summer.
All right, there he is, the chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol, Kip Emig. The Beach Patrol Report is sponsored by McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City, 4111 Landis Avenue in Sea Isle. For rental and sales, call 609-263-7422 or go online at McCannRealtors.com, where you can also keep up with all the South Jersey news and racing schedules, and by the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association. This summer, honoring lifeguards with 25 years or more of service in Ocean City, reminding you to be safe and swim near a lifeguard. Fellas, Andrew, do you go in the ocean? You don't look like someone that goes in the ocean.
I'm not a huge beach person in general. I do like the water. Like I like going to pools every so often.
You don't wear black socks like Nicky does in his sand.
No, I don't.
You're not a shoob?
I'm not a shoob. I've been down at the shore my whole life, so I know a little better than doing that. But,
Nicky's got sweatpants or sweat shorts on, like gym shorts on, black socks and sandals.
Yeah,
I got my Hey Dudes on today.
It's a crazy beach.
I got the no-show socks on today too. So I'm not a shoob today. No shoe for me.
There you go.
609-403-0973. We got a few more minutes left in this show. 609-403-0973. Make sure you put your name and your shirt size in case you win the prize from Pro Image Sports and Fan Treasures.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a few more texts that have come in. We got some nice text messages as well. Billy can't get a name right to save his knee at this point. And he uses folklore properly. LOL. Love your show. Everyday listener, Leo from Delaware.
Leo, man, thanks so much. Appreciate it. 609-403-0973.
So we got another one. Mason Miller. Goody from Galloway. I mean, a lot of people texted in Miller there.
Why not? We got great giveaway items.
Yeah, Paul from OC. We love Paul.
We love Paul. Paul's
Guys,
my man.
great show. Love to get Mason Miller from the A's to help our bullpen.
That seems to be the consensus, right, Leedsy?
Yeah, I mean, Mason Miller, he's a guy I would love to add to this team. I mean, if I had to pick a name.
But see, the A's, by the way, Sacramento A's. Matter of fact, did they even see Sacramento? It just says Athletics.
Oh.
I don't know what they call it. Like, I'll check the MLB's official
No,
website.
it's just the Athletics.
It's just the Athletics.
Sorry, I was reading the text. I was like paying
I heard
attention.
you go, ooh, I was like, what are you eating?
No, yeah, I was reading the text. I was thinking out loud. No, they're just the Athletics until they move to Vegas when that stadium's done. So they don't own a particular city at the moment, which is insane.
They're nomads.
Insane.
Yeah.
609-403-0973.
All right, Ryan Helsley and Arenado for Suarez and Bohm. Phil's needs
and Arenado.
And Rangers a free agent Trey.
Arenado,
That's a whole.
That's
not only
man.
Not only was that
interesting.
names, he gave a whole trade proposal.
He gave a trade proposal.
Arenado would be solid for
Yeah.
a grizzled veteran, right? He's won a World Series.
I don't know if that'll get it done, but man.
See, Leedsy hit the nail right on the head. They know we're desperate.
Yeah.
Teams know we're desperate, so
You're
they're
gonna
going to hold us hostage.
You're gonna have to give up more.
We're going to have to give up a king's ransom for a reliever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if that gets. You probably have to throw in a top prospect or two in that.
Lee's going to shave your head.
I'll get it cut. My head is. You do not want to see the size of my head without any hair.
That melon.
On top of
Look at
it.
that melon there, Nick.
I need a size 8 hat on this. A size 8 hat on this thing.
All right, we got Cody. I would like to see the Phillies trade for Felix Bautista, maybe Mason Miller, who kind of stinks, but last year was great. Love the show, guys. Keep it up. Felix Bautista is a bullpen arm from the Orioles, and we know the Phillies love making trades.
Yeah, I don't want to stay away from the Orioles.
You don't like Felix Bautista?
Well, I don't know too much about him, to be honest with you.
All right, ready? Bill from OC. I think they should try and grab the Pirates closer, Richard Rodriguez. He has been pretty locked down. You should be able to get him on the cheap. I like that one.
I like that one too, man.
Not
Put
a
him in the
bad
running,
one.
maybe. I don't know. 6-0. You guys are picking the. You guys.
Oh.
I'm spinning the wheel. You guys are picking.
Yeah, we'll pick the two texters. Wow. Warren Wade, Cape May Court.
I went to high school with Warren. I grew up with him playing Little League.
He's got an interesting one here. I would take a flyer out on Mike Trout because he's a multiple.
Warren Wade.
Let me finish. He's a multiple position player, and he's just back from injury. It could rejuvenate his career as a Philly, and his hitting palette would be is awesome. Plus, his baseball acumen would be a great asset to the Philadelphia.
Warren probably knows him personally.
Oh, man. All right, Shaner, he's chiming in. He said, as a local surfer, fisherman, and boat captain, I love that you cover all the lifeguard stuff and beach things. Cool. Totally awesome, amazing coverage all summer. He also said, it's Miller time.
It's Miller time.
Mason Miller.
That's like the fourth or fifth person that said Mason Miller.
Yep.
Hold on, let me ask you real quick. Is that because he's been talked about more often than people have his name?
Well,
on the tip of
because
their tongue?
he's very young. It's the Athletics. They stink, and people think they could get him easily.
Well, they're going to hold us hostage.
John from All Campus.
Johnny Coyle. My man.
Miller and Rooker from the A's.
Oh, I mean that. Rooker. Yeah, I would
but
love
here's
Rooker.
the thing. I love Rooker. We know how much I loved Rooker last year. But
what is his numbers this year? Look it up.
They're pretty solid. But he signed a brand new contract with the Athletics, so I doubt they'll trade him. The Athletics are insane, so it wouldn't shock me. But I would love Rooker because you could stick him in left field. He's not a great defender, but you could stick him out there, and he's right-handed back.
So would you guys give away?
But
would you guys give away Mick Gable?
For the right price, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a guy I'd be willing to potentially.
I got to read this text.
Right,
give me back Hoskins or Cody Bellinger. Andrew in Summers Point.
Ooh, Bellinger.
Bellinger's
yeah,
an
but the Cubs.
interesting
Why would
name.
the Cubs aren't going to give him up?
They're pretty
right.
I don't know.
609-403-0973. A couple more minutes.
I just feel like there's not going to be a ton out there this year. It just doesn't. Even on the bullpen side and on the bat side. I had brought up. I'm not going to say it. I'll see if someone texted in during the break, but I just don't think there's going to be a lot out there, especially with how many teams are competitive, especially in the National League.
The Philadelphia Phillies are they're winning at I think a 635 clip, is it? Yeah, 632. They're 19.
Andrew also said Arenado as well. That was one of his other names.
They're 19-10 at home, 17-11 on the road. They're 7-3 in their last 10, and they're like they said they're a game up on the Mets, and it's May 31st.
Yeah, I mean,
we haven't heard from Mr. Met.
No, he's been dead silent.
Silence, nothing out of him.
Yeah, Juan Soto's been a real great signing for you up there.
I lost that bet. We have that running bet with the Mets Phillies series. I pay him a lunch from Blitz's Market, and I haven't heard from him since.
Cold turkey on
Isn't that how New York fans are, Nick?
That's just they're just. I can't stand them. That's what I think about New York fans.
How about the Chicago Cubs, 35-22, 6-14 clip. And the Cardinals are in second place. They're 3 games behind them.
Yeah, I know. Listen, the Phillies are a good team. Let's not we're not freaking out completely, but they have holes, and we've seen those holes be amplified in the postseason. We want them to address them. That's why we have the question for today.
All right, so we're gonna go to commercial now. We're gonna read our opinion. When we come back, we're gonna spin the wheel.
Yeah,
absolutely. Spinning it.
All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Go down there and say hello to Will, Jason, JM, Chet. They do a great job. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll announce our winners. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein and My Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Nick Earnshaw, and the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
Y'all are saying biscuits aren't as good as bagels for breakfast sandwich? The biscuit is better.
Cece, no,
the biscuit
you're
is
New
better.
Yorker. What are we doing?
I don't know. Y'all are having the wrong. I don't know who making y'all biscuits. Y'all are all off. Like, if you got a biscuit as the vehicle for the breakfast sandwich, I'll take that 10 times out of 10 over a bagel.
What?
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein from The Locker Room. Pro Image Sports is proud to announce the opening of their brand new Ocean City Boardwalk store, located between 8th and 9th Street. They carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, and novelties from brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite national team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC. Tell them The Locker Room sent you.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Get ready for the ultimate thrill when Atlantic City hosts War at the Shore, sponsored by North Beach AC, Sunday, June 8th. Witness the adrenaline-pumping, high-powered boats race through the Atlantic Ocean from any of the North Beach locations. Feel the roar of the engines, the splash of the waves, and the excitement in the air. Sunday, June 8th, the War at the Shore, sponsored by North Beach AC. For more information, visit AtlanticCityNorthBeach.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Nick Earnshaw, the intern Andrew Leeds, and we have two names that we picked out, Nick.
Yes, so we have two names that are going to get a spin on the wheel for a prize because we thought their texts were creative and we liked who they chose the Phillies to trade for. So,
are we ready to spin the wheel, Nick?
Yep. Well, I got to say the names first,
Okay.
Billy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The caffeination.
Oh, that's there we go. That's the coffee right there.
Yeah. So Robbie in Little Egg Harbor is our first winner for today. We liked his. We thought he got creative today. So we're gonna go with Robbie. And then we are also going to go with Trey, who came up with the trade of Arenado.
All right, I like it.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
we'll go with Trey and Robbie. There are our two winners.
Give me a countdown so we can
all right,
synchronize
ready?
it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're spinning the first wheels for Robbie.
All right. The Phillies hat for Robbie.
Oh, Robbie gets the Phillies hat.
The Phillies hat.
There we go.
Of course, I'm holding the wheel up. If you're looking at the X platform or the YouTube channel, it's right there.
All right, here we go.
All
Ready?
right. Now, this is the second
This
spin.
is for Trey. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
All right, it is the Phillies prize pack.
Wow. All right, so the Phillies hat.
Prize pack and Phillies hat.
All right, there we go.
Very congratulations.
Robbie and Trey.
So I will be in touch with you guys, and you will be going down to Pro Image Sports and picking up your two prizes.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect.
All right, very good. You guys, what a great show today, man. We had Baldy on talking a little Eagles
So much
football.
fun.
We had the Beach Patrol report. See, you know, this is like we always say, well, like, what's your favorite time of year? You know what I mean? But there's something to be said for this. You got baseball, even though it's you got the Beach Patrol report, OTAs, and of course next week, next Saturday, Nick, we're going to be down at Wildwood for
Beach
the
Football League.
Beach Football League.
It's going to be a great weekend. It's going to be a long weekend next weekend.
It sure is.
But it's going to be fun.
Tully Bantacane will be down there running it. And you know what? You can sign up to register to play or register your team at beachfootballleague.com. And, of course, you have an opportunity to win $1,000. I guess with your team, you can meet former Eagles great Deshaun Jackson, former Eagle Denver Broncos Super Bowl champion Malik Jackson, Miami Hurricanes Hall of Famer and Rookie of the Year Clinton Portis, and, of course, Tully Bantacane, two-time Super Bowl champion. There'll be adult beverages, music, football on the beach. It's free to attend. Plus, if you register now, score a 4-day unlimited ride pass to Maury's Pier.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a heck of a weekend. That event's going to be so much fun. I can't wait, Schweiner.
BeachFootballLeague.com is where you sign up. And then on Sunday, we'll be in Atlantic City on the Steel Pier
Powerboat
race.
Are you going to make sure you're caffeinated for that weekend, Schweiner?
Yeah, I think
a lot
so.
of caffeine
This
next
time
weekend.
it might be necessary.
All right,
Schweiner.
so we still have a couple of things on the prize wheel. Tomorrow we'll give away. We'll spin it one more time tomorrow to see if we get rid of those Phillies tickets.
Yeah, absolutely. So tomorrow, tune in again for
Plus,
another shot.
we're sending Johnny Griner to the Phillies game today.
Yeah, Johnny G.
Nothing could be finer than going to a game with Johnny Griner
and getting them from the Schweiner.
Hey, tomorrow on the program, we go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green, brought to you by Blitz's Market of Ocean City. And then, of course, Mr. Negadelphia, P.J. Corder, will make a cameo appearance. It'll be in the studio with Danny and I tomorrow.
Oh, how about the Negadelphian coming into the studio? It's the second time coming in the studio.
He doesn't go in the water, but he'll come in the
He'll
studio.
come in the studio. It's gonna get negative really fast.
And then, of course, we'll get our high school athletes in a spotlight with Fran McLaughlin, brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Now, I went to the Ocean City Cherry Hill West baseball game. By the way, Ocean City beat Mainland the other day.
How about that?
They go to Tom's River.
Wow.
As a Mainland alum, I'm disappointed. But
Yeah. Mainland was ranked number 1.
Wow. I mean, I'd love to hear that for the Stangs. Hate to hear them lost.
My brother's boy, Cody Schweim, is on that Ocean City team, and they got to get him in a little bit more. He'll be an asset to that team. All right, tomorrow, first of all, I want to thank Brian Baldinger for coming in today. Thank to the Brigantine, Chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol, Kip Emig. Thank you, Leedsy, for coming in.
Of course.
Appreciate the work you do on the website.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nicky Earnshaw.
Absolutely.
And tomorrow, like I said, Tommy Green. We'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green. We'll talk to him. Plus, we'll get our high school athletes in the spotlight. And, of course, Mr. Negadelphia, P.J. Corder, will be with us here in the studio. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Saturday night. And I'll see you tomorrow right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
Town Square Media.